We are now at 500 meters above sea level, and what you see behind us is a piece of the Alta Langa area. Right behind us there is the town of Mango. There is Monte Rosa in the background, and here we are really in the new frontier of wines, of classic method sparkling wines that we have in Italy, precisely the Alta Langa appellation. I'm here with Daniele Eberle, who is Vite Colte's vineyard manager, and we are in the vineyard where the Vite Colte 500 classic method is produced because we are around 500 meters. Chardonnay is grown here, of course, but most of all, Pinot Nero. Pinot Nero, which is one of the most important varieties for Champagne production as well. Pinot Nero is a grape variety that is giving extraordinary results here as far as the method is concerned.
It is a classic method, isn't it? Yes, we were genuinely interested in selecting the model you mentioned, the one they use in Champagne. We aim to find similar soil and climate conditions in our vineyard portfolio that would enable us to maintain the distinct characteristics of our grape varieties. In consideration of the climate change, our vision for the future of the market and wine entails the selection of vineyards at high altitudes. This decision has been made to adapt and sustain our business amidst the changing environment.
We are currently at a height of 500 meters, but soon we will venture even higher. Therefore, this is a small cluster of Pinot Nero grape that is obviously still ripe, as it is only the beginning of July. And as you can see, it's a small tiny bunch and it is still facing upward. Because we are at altitude here, so obviously the ripening processes are a little bit slower.
We obviously grow Pinot Nero and Chardonnay also at lower altitudes, and compared to the altitudes of 200 meters, here we are at 500. In areas with lower temperatures and altitudes above 2,000 meters, the cluster size is considerably smaller. As a result, the flowering date is delayed compared to warmer areas, and subsequently so is the ripening and harvest date.
And therefore the acidity content, because then, to make sparkling wine bases, you also have to have an acidity content to give freshness, to give drinkability to the sparkling wine at the end of the preparation.
Of course, but not only that, because grapes that are harvested rather than in the second half of August, in the first half of September, ripen in a cooler environment and therefore retain the aromatic profiles typical of varieties, let's say, from cooler climates as opposed to varieties grown in Mediterranean and warmer environments. To a Pinot Nero vineyard, situated at 150 meters above sea level. As evident, the development of the clusters is notably more advanced compared to the vineyards which were positioned at 500 meters above sea level. This is because the average annual temperature decreases by 1 degree centigrade for every 100 meters we move up in altitude.
Here the cluster is smaller. You see, and also the single grape berries are even further back. What does it mean when the vine row you see is lower? It means we're at a higher altitude, because here we are 650 meters.
And that, the richness, the trick, if you want to see it that way, it only takes a very few meters of elevation above sea level to affect the development of the plant and thus postpone ripening even more.
But are they going to drink these vines now and then?
And now we are going to go and drink them. We're going.